Hi, it's Travis White with the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. Do reasons create decisions, or do decisions create reasons? It's an interesting topic in persuasive communication. If we're trying to persuade someone to make a decision, where does the reasoning happen? Let's say I'm going to buy a car. And so I'll write down perhaps the list of things that I need in a car and perhaps the list of things that I want in a car. And then I'll do some research and I'll come up with reasons why perhaps a short list of 3 cars would meet my needs. And then I'll do some more research and I'll come up with more reasons why brand X perhaps is the car that I really should buy. So I will reason, I will create reasons, I will find information to help make that decision. But it's equally important to note that after I make the decision, particularly if it's a large decision like a car or a house or enterprise software, that I will continue to seek reasons even after the decision is made. So I will look for confirmation, I will look to validate my decision. So as you're thinking about persuasive communication, oftentimes we think about persuading before the decision is made. It's equally important to persuade after the decision is made, to continue to give reasons for the decision maker to validate and confirm the decision. One of the things that happens here after the decision is made is that the decision maker will often try to proselytize, will try to convince others that he or she has made the right decision. And this is why you often hear the best missionary for a religion is someone who has recently converted to that religion. Or the best salesperson for selling a new car would be somebody who has recently bought that car. Or the best person to convince people to stop smoking is someone who has recently stopped smoking. And this is the merger essentially of the consistency principle that we hear about in Robert Cialdini and the social proof principle. Because in the social proof, we take our cues from other people. If they're behaving a certain way, if they're buying certain products, then it's probably okay for me to do the same things. So in that decision-making process, we want to be consistent in the decision-making process, and then we want to seek additional confirmation after we've made the decision. One of the ways to find additional confirmation or validation for our decision is to convince other people that it's a correct decision, and then their feedback to us is, oh, you made a good decision. It confirms and it validates. So one of the things to think about, persuasive communication, you need to communicate, you need to persuade after the decision is made. Also, a new decision maker, person who has just made a decision, is often a good representative, a good reference to other people to use that energy, to use that confirmation, that social proof energy to convince others, to help you persuade not only the original decision maker, but additional decision makers as well. So think about consistency, think about social proof. That's the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. See you again next week.